Good evening, future Titans. We are so excited that you're here in person. My name is John Brewer. I've been really blessed for the past 20 years to serve as a principal here at Dominion High School. And we are so excited to welcome you, the class of 2026, to Titan territory for the first time. Welcome. Tonight, we're going to focus our attention on the academic pursuits of your four-year journey through Titan territory. That focus tonight will begin with helping you craft the first of your 4 high school schedules of classes, the one that you will follow during your freshman year. I want you to know, however, that high school is about a whole lot more than what happens in the classroom. What happens here in the classroom is extremely powerful and will set you up for a future that can help you fulfill your wildest dreams. If you, whatever pursuit you want to tackle after your graduation from high school, you'll be able to do it from your platform as a graduate of Dominion High School. If you want to join the military or even go to one of our military academies. If you want to go right to the workforce, if you want to go to a trade school, or if you, like most of our graduates, are looking at a college, you can go to college at McGill University in Canada. You can go to the University of Virginia, go Hoos. You can go right down the road at George Mason or Northern Virginia Community College. You can go to the University of Georgia, the national champions in college football, or as far away as the University of Southern California, Texas, Wisconsin. Young man came back last week during his break from Duke University and dropped on some Duke apparel. Now, as a fan of UVA, I don't know what I'm going to do with Duke apparel. But I'm just grateful that our students, our graduates, those 5,500 graduates of Dominion High School who have preceded you, have charted a path forward. And they have made the journey for you one upon which you can ride their legacy into the future that you are going to build. While your academic pursuits are really important, what makes high school really exciting is the community, the sense of community that we bring when we gather here together. So what's unique about high school compared to your experiences in elementary and middle school is that you get to be involved in a plethora of activities with your peers right here on this campus. We have the opportunity for you to participate in fine and performing arts groups like theater and band and choir, orchestra. And you'll have an opportunity to talk to some of our directors tonight. We obviously have engaging athletic programs. In fact, last spring we were blessed to have not 1, not 2, but 3 of our teams, girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, and girls soccer, experience an undefeated season where they won the Dulles District Region 4C and Virginia High School League championships. So you have an opportunity to come and enjoy the fruits of really successful fine arts and athletic programs. But there are hidden secrets here at Dominion High School that we need to tell you about, and we're not going to have time to do that tonight. So a week from Thursday, on Thursday, February 3rd, we're going to invite you to come back to the next meeting of our PTO. Our PTO is called Atlas, and Atlas has meetings, not to talk about stuff, but to tell you what you want to know about Dominion High School. So the meeting next Thursday night, February 3rd, is going to be a tour of the facility and an opportunity to see in action our national champion dance team, our award-winning journalism program, our debate, speech, and mock trial team, and our global ambassadors who, in the course of your four-year journey through Titan territory, you will have the opportunity to travel with them to our partner schools all over the world. Obviously, our travel is on pause right now, but that's temporary. It won't last forever. And here at Dominion High School, you'll have opportunities no other student in any school that I'm familiar with anywhere in Northern Virginia is going to afford you to travel internationally if you choose to do so, to host international students in your own home. That's too much of a topic for us to discuss tonight, so that's why we have a separate meeting set aside for that. Again, that's 7 p.m. on Thursday, February 3rd. I promise I won't annoy you with a ton of calls and emails, but I will send you that information a second time between now and the 3rd so that you can have the details that you need to attend. But for tonight, let's get back to academics. Our point here tonight is we want to set you up for 4 years of a high degree of success as high school students. And we're going to focus tonight's conversation on what it's going to take academically to point you in the right direction. I want you to know I'm really proud to be your principal. I can't wait to have the opportunity to serve you. And I feel strongly as not only the principal of some 5,500 alums, but also 2 of those alums being my own daughters. There's no place on earth I'd rather have my own daughters have gone to school. And no place, I hope, no place that you could possibly find a more robust set of opportunities for your future. So thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Amanda Patel and Lisa Sharp, 2 of our school counselors who are going to tackle tonight's topic, which is setting you up for academic success during the freshman year. Have a great evening and go.
All right. I'm not tall enough. There we go. Okay. Good evening, Titan community in class of 2026. Woo! We are so excited, just like Dr. Brewer mentioned, to have you here. And we're going to share lots of important information with you to help prepare for a successful freshman year. My name is Mrs. Lisa Sharp, and I am very proud to serve as one of the counselors here at Dominion High School.
And my name is Mrs. Amanda Patel, also proud to serve as a counselor here.
Yay. All right, so to begin the night, we are going to talk about the exciting experience of becoming a Titan and the important transition to high school. Okay, a big transition. So to help us with that, we're going to talk about the freshman experience, and we have some leaders on campus here with us. So if you can come on down. We have Link Crew, and we have 3 Link Crew leaders with us today. Woo. All right, so they're going to talk about what Link Crew is. There we go.
Okay, can I lift it off? Or should I keep it? It might be easier for us to pass it around. Okay, thank you. This is loud enough. Can everyone hear me? Okay, so my name is Mary Sheikh. I'm a junior here at Dominion. This is my 3rd year at Dominion. And my freshman year, though it was cut off by COVID, was honestly my favorite year here at Dominion. It was the first year of high school, so that's always really exciting. And looking back, it was definitely the year where I felt I had the most opportunities. Classes aren't as as heavy as junior year. You don't feel the pressure of college applications just yet. You just kind of feel that you have access to all of the opportunity that high school has to offer. I'm the eldest of 4 girls, so I always felt that, I have to take care of my sisters. And so I kind of translated that passion into Link Crew. And, mentoring freshmen, it's been really fun. This is my first year being a Link Crew as a junior. Meeting the freshmen, first day freshman orientation, which you guys will attend this summer. Look out for us. We'll see you there. It was so much fun. We did games. We did all of these sort of, songs. We sang songs and we played games, and it was so much fun. So if I'm going to leave you with one piece of advice for your freshman year, it's try as many things as you can. Freshman year, you'll find you have all the time to try new things. And, like Dr. Bruce said, we have all these different clubs and opportunities. It's really, the world's your oyster.
Hi, my name is Ashley Cleaves. I'm a junior as well. And my freshman experience was a little bit different than a lot of the Link Crew leaders, and probably like you guys as well. So I came from a Catholic school, It's called Our Lady of Hope. It's actually down the street, and I didn't really come from Seneca, so coming into Dominion and Titan territory was really a new experience for me, and I'm really glad that I came here because I have so much fun. I've joined so many clubs like Link Crew, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to mentor people. So I'm in Global Ambassadors, and it's a really amazing club. So in Global Ambassadors, you're allowed to talk to people around the world and international people, and you get to participate in summits and things, and it's very fun. So I think that's a great club if you want to join as a freshman. I'm also in track and I do volleyball, and it's very fun here. So if you want to participate in athletics, you can talk to me. I'd really like to talk to you about it because it's a really fun part here at Dominion. And if I had to leave you with one piece of advice, I would say to make sure to do all of your homework, because there's a lot of great teachers here who would help mentor you all throughout the years of high school you're here. So, yeah.
Hello. Sorry. My name is Nathan McCrossan. I'm a senior at Dominion High School, and this is my second year doing Link Crew. And I would just like to clear things up about what Link Crew is. Link Crew is one of the many resources that your freshmen have during the transition from middle school to high school. Link Crew is a small group setting set with upperclassmen that are meant to introduce your freshmen to Dominion High School. So one of the main things that I did with my Link Crew was try to integrate my freshmen into as many clubs and activities that they can do. And especially this year being in person, I really enjoy seeing my Link Crew kids attend chess club, which I'm a president of. And I truly enjoy watching them join sports, one of which we mentioned was track. And a few of my freshmen also joined cross country, which also I do as well as a captain. And on top of that, I got my freshmen to join Global Ambassadors, which was previously mentioned. Aside from extracurricular activities, we also help with academics. Last year during online, it was a lot of organizational skills for my freshmen. However, this year we're switching more to how to execute assignments on time and how to stay on top of your grades, as well as a little bit of social emotional strategies this year, given there's a new environment. A lot of kids are stressed out, so I like to ease the way and help make an upperclassman friend with all of my freshmen, as well as introduce them to new people that may have similar interests as them.
Turn this off so I don't. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so every freshman gets a junior or senior mentor, and they're paired with 2 Link Crew leaders and 15 freshmen. And so every freshman gets the opportunity to become a part of a Link Crew with their member and really get to grow, as you heard from our students. So thank you again, students. So wonderful. Okay, next slide. So we're going to introduce our school counseling team. As you can, there are actually 6 school counselors here, including plus our director. And we support our students based on alpha of our last name. So you can see Ms. Benson, for example, she supports students with last names that begin with A and B. And she's also the AVID school counselor. And then we have Mrs. Patel and myself, Mrs. Sharp, and I also support the AVID students here on campus, and we'll talk more about AVID as well later on. Here are our wonderful assistant principals. So our assistant principals, they support students also based on last names, based on their alpha, and you can see that right there on the board. And you can contact any of us, the counselors and the assistant principals. All of our information is on the Dominion webpage that you can contact us, ask us any questions you like. We're here to help you out already. All right. Oh, that's right. So if I go back to this slide really quickly, you can see we jump from A and B to Miss Doubt, she goes to F. Oh, we lost a whole bit of the alpha right there. C to E. Next year, you don't worry. If your last name begins with a C to an E, you will have a school counselor. Right now, we won't forget about you. Don't worry. Right now, we are short one counselor, and so all of the counselors have divided the entire C to E alpha. So we have more students than we usually do this year, but next year it will be different. So we will have that extra counselor next year. Do not forget about you. Okay, so today we have so much information for you. Okay, so we'll try to be as entertaining as possible. It can get a little dry, I'm going to be honest. So, but it is very important. Our top 3 objectives here: becoming a Titan. We've already kind of covered that. Staying on track for graduation, and 9th grade course selection, which I know is really big every year, all the way to 12th grade, or 11th into 12th grade is very important in terms of course selection. So Mrs. Patel is going to take it from now. And
All right. So the transition, excuse me, from middle school to high school is a really significant one, as we've said. And we've already mentioned, you know, how high school provides students with so many more academic and extracurricular opportunities than they've had in the past. And along with that varied opportunity comes increased academic rigor, and a lot more personal responsibility. And those are things that we want to work with our new Titans on developing. Okay. So knowing what to prepare for is a great way to make sure your Titan starts off on the right foot in high school. So up here behind me, we have some key characteristics and habits that we really want to focus on, ensuring that all of our students here in Titan territory either have or develop as part of their high school journey. These are things that are really going to ensure their success as high school students. And 2 things that you all can support as parents are ensuring excellent attendance on the part of your student and encouraging your Titan to read every day. So what we see is that the vast majority of our freshmen transition to high school really successfully. But we scheduled a number of events to help students learn about and really feel connected to Titan territory as they begin their freshman year. So we're going to put some dates up here. You're welcome to snap a picture with your phone. Certainly this presentation is being recorded right now and it'll be available for your reference after the fact. But please feel free to take note of these dates as we're going through. Being prepared is important not only for success, but to ensure that students are able to enjoy their time here at Dominion, right? High school is certainly about the academics, but it's also about having fun and having a really great experience. This is a really, really special time in life that never happens again. So how do we support students in reaching their goals? Our first opportunity that we provide to students is through Link Crew, which you heard our wonderful Link Crew leaders talk about at the beginning. Link Crew orientation, the first kickoff event for the year, is tentatively set for August 22nd at 9:15 a.m. And this event, a lot of the times we're going to have events where we say, we want parents here. This event is going to be the one that's exclusively for your freshmen. Students only are going to attend this. Your Titan gets to meet the leader of their Link Crew, their peer mentor, who has been specially selected for being welcoming, for being helpful, for being a role model. And really, this is just a fun way for 9th graders to learn about the cultures of our school and the traditions of being truly Titan. So this is a really, really fun, exciting event, a great way to kick off freshman year. Now, I said that event was just for students. We have not forgotten about you parents. We have something that's a really important way for parents to connect with the Dominion High School community is going to be through our parent seminars that we hold each year in August. These seminars are parent-oriented. They're geared toward providing help and guidance to parents so that you all can be prepared to support your high school students. Information presented includes what to expect as a Titan parent, kind of just the Titan way, the way that we do things here, and how you can support your student by engaging with Dominion so that your child can have a successful 4 years here. So please feel free to take note of these dates. We're going to be advertising these a whole bunch though. These sessions they're repeats of the same content. So we ask that parents just attend one and you'll get all the information that you need. Okay. All right. I'm turning it back over to Ms. Sharp.
Okay, so another welcoming event, we have the Titan Welcome Wagon. Okay, you may have experienced this in your neighborhood or with a family, friend. The Titan Welcome Wagon occurs June through August, and the Titan faculty and staff, led by our amazing principal, Dr. Brewer, visit you at your homes. Yes, he goes to all of your homes. To officially welcome families to the Titan community. So specific dates will, when he's visiting your neighborhood, will be announced at a later date. So June to August is when the Titan Welcome Wagon comes around. Our next bit of information here, Dr. Brewer also already touched on this, was the Atlas PTO meeting. So this is February 3rd at 7 p.m. And there's never been a better time to attend Dominion High School. Over the past few years, our students have done remarkable achievements in the classroom, okay, on the courts and the arts, volunteering in the community. So your next opportunity to learn about our school, community is coming next week. Okay, our PTO called Atlas, and they were just outside the doors here earlier. We'll share some of the most noteworthy accomplishments and what it means to be a Titan. Okay. So next, Zero Day. This is a day for all of you to come in, parents, every student from 9th to 12th grade. We have 0 Day. The dates are here in front of you. Hopefully they won't be tentative. This will be the day, the 23rd to 24th, so just the days before school starts. 0 Day occurs shortly before the first day of school. It's a day for students and their parents to visit the school. Students will receive their class schedule and will spend the day meeting, attending shortened classes, meet your teachers, and learn about the upcoming year. 0 Day is the official kickoff of the school year. So again, this is for parents and all students, 9th through 12th, to come and go around and meet teachers. If you want to take a picture of those days. All right, for all of you athletes out there, if you are interested in fall sports, all the paperwork, as you can see, is due before school starts. So paperwork July 25th, and the first day of tryouts is August 1st. Okay, so all rising freshmen will be eligible to participate in fall sports. The dates are really critical. Dominion High School has a fantastic athletics program. We offer a broad range of sports and have amazing coaches. Any student who wants to be involved in athletics has the opportunity to find a sport that suits them. So if a fall sport doesn't work, we have winter and spring as well, but the fall sports are really critical since school technically has not started yet. Okay. And marching band, okay, our marching Titans. Being a part of a marching band as a marching Titan is another way for students to get involved. The Marching Titans compete and perform all over Virginia. The deadline to register for marching band is June 1st. So again, before you even graduate from 8th grade or promoted from 8th grade, paperwork for Marching Titans is due. All right, back to Ms. Patel.
All right, so we talked about some of the fun stuff. This is the part of the night where we kind of get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty about academic information. So I promise you all of this, this is not going to be the only time that you and your student hear this information. This information is available in several formats online. I'm going to give you a link in a moment. But just know that we wanted to go over this because we know this is on everyone's minds. So the freshman year is really, that's the first step towards graduation. Students in the class of 2026 will be working towards one of two diploma types. That's the Advanced Studies Diploma and the Standard Diploma. All right, now I know some of you may be close enough to be able to grab this QR code. If not, again, we're going to have this presentation available for your reference. You can also just look up LCPS Program of Studies. You can Google that and you'll find your way to it. But all of the information that we're sharing with you tonight can be found in that all-important document, the Program of Studies. You'll find really detailed information there about the diploma requirements. You find in-depth course descriptions, information about prerequisites, special programs, the grading policies, etc. So please feel free to scan that QR code if you're close enough to grab it, or you can access it through the website. And if you can pull it up now, that's great, but you don't absolutely need to. I'm going to go through some key information here with you. All right. So, oh boy, graduation requirements. Let's take a closer look, shall we? The Advanced Studies Diploma is what prepares students to transition directly into many post-secondary opportunities, especially four-year colleges. It requires successful completion of English, math, social studies, and science courses all 4 years of high school. It also includes a minimum of 3 years of study of a world language. The standard diploma also prepares students for a number of post-secondary options. Students are able to transition from high school with a standard diploma to any two-year college, military, and employment. Now, earning the standard diploma does not prohibit students from attending a 4-year college or university. I want to make sure that's clear, but the Advanced Studies does set up students with a strong college prep program. Standard diploma requires 4 years of English, but students earning the standard diploma are required to complete just 3 years of science, math, and social studies. Standard diploma does not require the study of world language, though that is an option as an elective course to students pursuing that diploma type. Regardless of diploma, all students need 2 credits in health and PE, 1 credit of econ and personal finance, which is taken as 2 semester courses, typically during the junior year, 1 credit of fine arts or career and technical education, 2 sequential electives, meaning that they take 2 sequential years, 2 subsequent years in the same department, same program of study, and elective credits beyond the core requirements. Now, when your students meet with their middle school counselor this spring, they'll map out a tentative plan for graduation. High school counselors meet with your Titan every year just for the sole purpose of reviewing their graduation plan and sketching out the appropriate courses. So I always say to my families, you know, these requirements are certainly good to be aware of, but please know that there is a human being checking on your child's progress towards these graduation requirements. It's not just something the computer's tracking. Your counselor is making sure that your Titan is signing up for the appropriate courses each year so that they graduate after 4 years here. Okay, so good to be aware of, not something that you have to memorize by any means. Okay, all right. Key point here is about the definition of what is a credit. So in high school, we actually refer to 2 different types of credits. A standard credit, that's really easy to understand. That's earned when a student passes a class. When a student passes a year-long course, they earn 1 credit. And for the most part, that's always true. 1 year is 1 credit. Very easy there. Now, a verified credit is something a little different. That's earned when students pass both the course and the associated SOL test. Both the Advanced Studies Diploma and the Standard Diploma require students to earn 5 verified credits. And that's actually a change which began with the current senior class. So there's many opportunities to take those SOLs and meet those requirements over your students' 4 years here. Ms. Sharp is going to tell us a little more about that.
Okay, so the standards of learning exams, or the SOLs, these are all of the subjects that students have the opportunity to take and pass an SOL. So remember, for standard or advanced diploma, students only need 5 SOLs to earn a diploma. And During the course of their freshman year, students can earn 3 verified credits from passing 3 SOLs. They have the opportunity for that. So 1 in math, 1 in science, and 1 in history. Okay. So another requirement aside from classes and SOL for verified credits, students are required to take a virtual course and CPR first aid requirement. Okay. All students earn the virtual requirement through the personal finance course they take. So personal finance, as Mrs. Patel stated, is a requirement. So students can earn their credit at that time for the virtual courses. And that's during their junior year. Students earn the CPR first aid requirement while they take health and PE 9. So nothing extra is needed to earn these 2 requirements, as they are already built into the student's schedule. So a few additional requirements. In order to graduate, all students must complete an honors, advanced placement, dual enrollment course, or earn a career and technical education credential. And we will definitely, when we meet with your Titan, we do talk about all of these options and a reminder every year when they are selecting courses. The CTE, or Career and Technical Education Credential, can be earned by passing the WISE exam, which is a financial literacy test given in personal finance class. So again, important for students, build a resume that they have this certification. The last graduation requirement is that of a sequential elective. Students seeking a standard or advanced diploma must earn at least 2 electives that are sequential. These must be 2 electives in 1 subject, such as Art 1 and Art 2. That would be a sequential elective. Okay, so lots of requirements for graduation, aside from earning good grades. Our last here, and this is going to be, this is new and updated for the class of 2026. We are now utilizing the Latin honor system, and it's a new policy. LCPS will no longer rank the class of 2026. You will not have class rankings. Rather, students whose GPAs place them in the top 20% of their graduating class will receive an honor title. And you can see cum laude there. It's important to note that high school credits earned in middle school do count toward graduation requirements and GPA. So if you have, for example, taken Algebra 1, Geometry, and any world language in 7th and or 8th grade, those credits do come over to high school as well. Okay. So again, this is a new system for us. Okay, back to Mrs. Patel.
Thank you. All right. So Ms. Sharp was starting to mention the importance of being aware that there are a few courses that students are able to take in middle school that do count as high school credit and do appear on the student's transcript and are included in their GPA. So I'm going to talk about what happens if one of those classes maybe didn't go as planned. We're going to want to know about the process of expunging a grade. So students who take a high school credit class in middle school, such as Algebra 1, Geometry, or any world language course, do have the kind of one-time deal to be able to expunge those courses from their record before entering high school. So what that means is that the class and grade will not show up on the student's transcript. It's not included in their record in any way. It's as if they never took it, which typically means that the student must retake the course in high school. That's always the case with math courses because those are required for graduation. So in some circumstances, parents and students may feel that that is the best option for their student. There will be an online form accessible via permission click that you will need to fill out and return to the school counseling office if that decision is made. Those forms will come to the Dominion School Counseling Office. They're due by August 15th. And just to reiterate again, this is a one-time opportunity. Once the student enters high school, any courses they've taken 9th grade and beyond are no longer eligible for expunging. Okay. So that's going to be an important thing. We encourage you to discuss with your child's current school counselor if that's relevant for you. All right, course selection. Course selection is a really important and exciting proposition for high school students. We are going to attempt to kind of simplify the process for you right now. Key information to know is that as ninth graders, students will have 7 academic courses in their schedule, plus a study hall and advisory for 8 total blocks in the schedule. So the schedule, the structure of the schedule looks very similar to middle school. Students are going to select courses each year based on their interest in the class subject and the topic, based on the level of rigor of the course and the course sequence. All right, so there's a lot that goes into selecting a course, especially coming into high school. We really want students to be successful in all of their courses. So we encourage you to really give careful thought to these considerations. Teachers and counselors are going to make recommendations based on students' current and previous performance in courses. The interest of the student is really important, and our teachers that we have here are going to talk a lot about the importance of being interested in the courses that you're selecting. Students also need to consider their plans after high school in preparation. Think about if they have a career path in mind, if there's classes that are relevant to that. Parents are a hugely important component. You all know your students best, and we want your input as part of that course selection process. We want students to be mindful of the rigor of coursework, especially students who plan on attending college. High school courses are an opportunity to prepare for college, and especially advanced courses are going to be a great chance to build those skills that are needed in the future. Of course, something that you'll always hear us talk about is the importance of balance and not overloading the schedule. Students' mental health is absolutely linked to their academic success. And it's really crucial to consider all of the factors so that they achieve a schedule that is appropriately challenging for them each year. Okay. All right, so a typical ninth grade schedule looks like what you see here behind me. It's going to include English, math, science, history. All ninth grade students are required to take health and PE and have a tightened time. All the other courses, though, it's going to vary depending on the rigor, such as taking an academic versus an honors course, where they are coming in the math sequence, and then their interest in terms of choosing an elective and a world language. Some ninth grade students do opt to take health and PE during zero block to make room for an additional elective. And what I'm going to do now is turn it over to our wonderful department chairs who are going to provide some more information on each subject area. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Ms. Glynn, who's going to talk about English. This is to advance it down. Yeah, the down.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shelley Glenn. Welcome, class of 2026. If it's any consolation to you, especially parents, about a year ago, I sat where you're sitting right now. So I just navigated this process this year, last year and this year with my ninth grader. So I'm in it with you. At any rate, we have academic or honors English 9 through 11. And then in the upper grades, we also offer advanced placement and dual enrollment classes. And so considering your attention span is about 7 minutes, we're way past that. So we're going to just kind of keep on going. Okay, so you can read that that English language arts continues just as it has from K through 8. And the question that I get tonight, and if you would like to come see me personally at the Q&A, please come up to me. I'll be happy to assist you with your student. Is what class should I take? Should I take this academic or should I take this honors? There's so many classes to choose from. And here are some suggestions here on this slide. And really what we have found out is it's really about passion and really what you want to accomplish, as in you can do anything but not everything. Okay, we have found that if you want it, okay, we're here to support you and you can do it. However, some of these factors come into play. If you hate English, it's probably not in your best interest to take honors English. That might be a tough conversation to have with your parents, okay? But as a young man or woman coming up into high school, it's time to have that conversation about what you are passionate about. And at this point in time, I'll be available for Q&A. Ask me about broadcast journalism, creative writing. You're never gonna miss it.
Hi, I'm Cindy Sokol. I'm the head of the math department, and a large part of the math course that you're going to select for next year is based on where you currently are and your mastery of the skills that are taught in this class. Math is a very progressive subject, so the things that you learn in Algebra 1, we're going to use again in geometry. We're going to build on them in Algebra 2. We'll use them in pre-calculus, and we'll use them every day when you get to calculus with us. So we really want to make sure that it's all about the understanding and the ability to perform the skills in the course as you're deciding whether or not you're ready to move on. We can talk about the expunging process if you're in Algebra 1 or geometry, but typically the math offerings are Algebra 1, because that is the course that most of our students use for their all-important verified math credit. Our courses here for Algebra 1 are less than 15 students with 2 teachers in the room to really provide a lot of individualized, personalized support. If you're in Algebra 1, you'll most likely select geometry. If you're in geometry, then your path starts to widen a little bit. You might go into Algebra 2, or you might go into the Algebra 2 trig, which is considered the honors math class. But like Ms. Patel and Ms. Sharp were alluding to, and Ms. Glenn was talking about, it's all about balance. So if you like math but don't love math, you might want to do Algebra 2 versus Algebra 2 trig. And I really want to emphasize, especially with the math, this is a very personal decision. It's not what your friends are taking. It's not what the neighborhood is taking. It's really what's best for you and for you as a Titan in light of where you are, what your plans are, what you want to be involved in. We also offer computer math as a math elective, which is available, and the only prerequisite for that is Algebra 1. So you saw on the typical schedule that you might be able to take an elective. Computer math is something that's open and very interesting where you start to do a little bit of programming. And I'll be next door in the Q&A session, so especially if you have questions about what you should take or about the expunging process, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Oh, it's all like that. All right, so unfortunately, Mr. George, our science department chair, is not with us this evening, but we did just want to share a little bit of information about the science course progression. There are a few options for 9th grade science. Earth science is the typical option. That is the 9th grade course. Students can select academic earth science or research earth science honors, depending on their strength and interest in the subject. Earth science prepares students for success in all future science courses that they take in high school. Important to note that earth science is the prerequisite for AP environmental science later on, if your student has an interest in that. Oops. All right. Now, 9th graders do have the option to start research biology honors as 9th graders. Keep in mind, this is a 10th grade course. Students, we really want to see that students going into this are recommended by their middle school teacher that they demonstrate a high level of mastery in middle school science, as well as strong academic skills in general. Okay, Ms. Bessman's here to talk about history.
Hello, I am not the department chair for history and social sciences, but I am a teacher. I've been here since Dominion's opened, and I've had the honor and the privilege of teaching many of the courses that are offered in our department. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what is available to your student in their freshman year. I'm going to start by looking at the commonalities between Intro to AP World History and World History 1 Geography. Both of those cover the first half of world history, pretty much kind of up until the age of exploration from the beginnings of ancient world history. Both of them include geography, both include writing, reading, both are SOL courses from which you can get a verified credit. Now, the differences start when you look at Intro to AP World History, in that it's designed to prepare you to take AP World History your sophomore year. And if you have super older siblings, who used to have to retake the whole breadth of world history in AP, that's no longer the case. It does start a bit later, and so it's more manageable if you take AP your sophomore year. There's more independent study. You're going to read from a college level textbook. And while writing is involved in all of your courses in social studies your freshman year, you have a higher level of writing, more writing, and it's specific. You're going to start learning the types of essays that the AP exam is going to want you to know how to write. You're going to do a deeper level analysis, and when you're finished, you will get a verified credit the summer in between your freshman and sophomore year that will get added and bump up your GPA. Now, if you have a totally different kind of interest, you can look at world geography. This is more real world content, more current. You're going to look more in depth at geography with things like maps and charts, studying culture, ethnicity, race, and more, and as well looking at political, economic, and globalization types of systems. It focuses on vocabulary and building your academic skills. It bridges either to World History 2, or you can take AP Human Geography your sophomore year. It is also an SOL course with a verified credit. I just would like to close by emphasizing what the counselor said in terms of what you choose, what level your freshman year in social studies. You definitely want to have an interest in the subject. You want to know what your future plans are. You want to know like what possible AP, and we also have dual enrollment now, both in US history and government. And then you also want to know your level of rigor and balance. So keep those things in mind, and we want to help you be a successful history student at Dominion. Thank you.
Our teachers are wonderful. Did great. All right, I'm going to talk about world languages. I don't see Ms. McDermott with us tonight. Okay. So world language, here are the options for all students to take a world language. We have French, German, Latin, and Spanish for fluent speakers, so those who are native to the Spanish language. Just about world languages, students can take from the first class, so Latin 1, for example, all the way to AP, and that's for all of the world languages. So students can start as freshmen and go all the way 4 years to senior year. And again, these can be classes that students took in 7th and 8th grade as middle school. They do roll over as high school credits as well. Okay. So possible electives, most freshmen will be able to choose one elective for the upcoming year. Electives provide wonderful opportunities for students to investigate the arts, career, and technical programs. And you can see the list here behind me. And the list that you see are in fine arts and CTE, or the career technical education. Students who wish to pursue more than one elective can take a 0 period. So that's early in the morning before class normal day starts at 9:15, or a class before for a second elective. And you can see, so we have full year electives. So students take the class from August all the way to June, or a semester, 2 semester classes. So for example, gourmet foods is a semester. So the student takes gourmet foods from August to January. And then second semester would be the fashion design and merchandising class that you take January to, or February to June. Okay, and that counts as 1 year. 2 semesters is 1 year. Okay. Another elective students can participate in are our AVID and campus programs. AVID is a nationally recognized program that helps support students who are college bound. I'm one of the AVID counselors for the current 9th and 10th grade class. So if you have any questions and how AVID works to support your students. And campus is just for, it's an LCPS program, very similar to AVID, but it's just recognized here, or here at LCPS school. All right, we're almost coming to the end. Mrs. Patel, we got this.
Oh no, I heard some applause there. It's almost the end. Hang in there. All right, so what we want to give you, very brief, very broad overview of the registration calendar here. During the second week of February, Dominion counselors are going to head down the hill to Seneca to visit advisories and provide some information as well as introduce themselves to their 8th grade students, their future Titans. Over the next 10 days following that, students are going to choose their elective for 9th grade. And then over the course of the spring, students are going to be meeting with their counselor to discuss the courses that they're going to take in 9th grade. Schedules are going to come out on 0 day in August. All right. The deadline to change course requests coming up for the next academic year is going to be May 1st, 2022. And students can make modifications to their course request by speaking to their counselor down at Seneca. If there's any problems with your schedule, as we put those together over the summer, a school counselor will contact you prior to the opening of school in August. All right, one more final plug for the Atlas meeting next week, February 3rd at 7 p.m. We really hope to see you there. And to conclude, we're going to have representatives from each of our academic departments available in the cafeteria and the gym for your questions. Thank you so much for your attention tonight. We welcome you to proceed to the gym and the cafeteria.
You did it.